Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Frank W. Cox NJROTC Color Guard.
Stripes and bright stars, oh, the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Victory and in light, with portals ever open to knowledge and light. Oh, green and gold forever, come, comrades, raise the song, and lift our shining banner with praise.
Thank you to the band for our wonderful processional under the direction of Mr. Mike Lane. And thank you to our chorus under the direction of Mrs. Andrea Maninsky for the playing of the national anthem and the alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Robinson, school board members, parents, faculty, and members of the class of 2025. I am Alexandra Jen, Senior Class President. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our stage guests. We ask that you hold your applause until all of our stage guests have been introduced. On my left are Dr. Michael Kelly, Principal of Frank W. Cox High School. Dr. Donald Robertson, Jr., Superintendent of Virginia Beach Public Schools. Mrs. Cheryl Woodhouse, Chief of Staff. Dr. Danielle Colucci, Chief Academic Officer. Mr. Matthew Delaney, Chief Schools Officer. Dr. Walter Brower, Jr., Senior Executive Director, High Schools. On my right are Sophia Schubert, SEA President. Philip Chang, Valedictorian. And I am Alexandra Jen, Salutatorian. Mrs. Carrie Pierce, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Leah Nelson, Assistant Principal. Mr. Marcus Turner, Assistant Principal. Mr. Brian Bevan, Assistant Principal. Mr. Mark Bohenstill, School Board Member. Mr. Michael Callan, School Board Member. Mrs. Rose Dwyer, School Board Member. Please welcome all our stage guests. At this time, SEA President Sophia Schubert will provide us with a welcome message.
Wow. They emailed us a couple weeks ago and they were like, hey, you should probably get writing on your speech, get some words ready. But it wasn't really evident until right now how loved and supported these graduates are, looking out at all 3,000 of your faces. So I just want to thank everyone for being here today. So my name is Sophia Schubert and I served as this year's SCA President, and I'm so honored to be speaking. Abraham Maslow once said, one can choose to go back towards safety or forward towards growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. This past year, we have taken many steps forward towards growth. We've tried new clubs, new sports, applied to many colleges, jobs, made new friends, and made huge decisions that will impact our futures. But I'm guessing that we each had moments where we went back towards safety, where we got nervous and didn't speak up, where we didn't put ourselves out there, or where we didn't try our best because we were simply exhausted. When we enter new and scary situations, it can be so easy to revert back to what is comfortable. I'm sure we all remember what it was like to be a terrified little freshman trying to find our classes on the first day of school, attempting to stick with the people we already knew from middle school and stay out of the way of the giant seniors. But then, we ventured out of our comfort zones. We had conversations with strangers who became our best friends, strangers who became the voices that we valued and the shoulders that we leaned on. For me, that was Addison. We met freshman year when I would let her steal the snacks out of my lunchbox during biology class. Since then, she's been my gym buddy, my outlet when I need to vent, my hug when I'm feeling down, and she always laughs at my terrible jokes. She's been with me through so much, and I couldn't ask for a better friend to have had these past 4 years. Now I ask, who was your person? Who gave you advice on your worries and always pushed you to greatness? Who gave you support and encouragement to keep going? Next, we dealt with academics. No matter what classes you took, we all had moments of struggle, where we didn't quite get the English concepts, where we sat at the kitchen table trying to get the math to make sense. But we didn't just stop learning. We asked for help. We received guidance from the teachers who we knew we could depend on, who were always there for us, even if the struggle went beyond academics. For me, that teacher was Dr. Fratrick. Her room was a safe haven to talk about school, friendships, relationships, and occasionally when we were actually on topic, yearbook. She helped me grow and be intentional with the choices that I was making, always a voice of reason. Who is your teacher? Or maybe your coach, who gave you a comforting place to simply exist, or a helping hand when you needed it? Who helped mold you into the person that you are right now in this moment? When we entered high school, we found these peers and these faculty who became friends and mentors, who helped us out of our struggles, our fears, our dark places, and pushed us towards improvement. Now what I urge you to do, wherever you are off to, is find your people. Find those who will aid you in overcoming your fears every day, the ones who push you towards success and growth. Lastly, to focus on you for a moment, I'd like to encourage you to individually choose growth. As we're faced with this new challenge of adulthood, both exciting and terrifying at the same time, I implore you to do all that you do with purpose. Intentionality is a decision that must be chosen repeatedly. It takes purposeful action over and over again. So what I ask is that you lean on the people who make up your foundation, but remember that it is you who must make the decision daily to move past your fears. Take those leaps, get out of your comfort zone, get outside the box, color outside the lines, whatever analogy or euphemism you want to use. Don't revert to what is comfortable. Choose growth. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome our principal, Dr. Michael Kelly, to the podium.
Good afternoon. Good job, Sophia, by the way. Good afternoon, students, Dr. Robertson, honored guests, parents, faculty, staff. I'm Dr. Michael Kelly, principal of Frank W. Cox High School, and it's my honor to be with you today for the 61st graduation and commencement ceremony of Cox High School. And what a year it's been. This class of seniors is very special to me, as they're my final class as principal of Frank W. Cox High School. And I'm going to share many wonderful things about them as we move through the next few moments, pardon me. I'd like to first, though, begin by thanking my talented, dedicated, and caring faculty, staff, and students of Cox High School. Faculty and staff, would you please stand? Thank you. Those individuals have given thousands of hours to your students and our graduates over the last 4 years, ensuring that the students had the best possible education and the best experience you could have at high school. Their dedication to nurturing the whole student was made evident in the responses our students gave in the spring student survey they administered to all high school students as well as all students across the city. The results showed that students at Cox High School provided the highest positive feedback of any high school in 6 of the 10 indicators, and they also had second or third in the other 4. That's because our teachers work diligently hard to make students feel they have a place at Cox High School. You should be proud of the work you've done. It's easy to hope you're doing well, but when the students tell you in this way, it really means a lot. Maybe, just maybe, you're doing something right, and I hope you continue to do so. I thank each of you for your service. We also have 3 very special members retiring this year: Kirsten Devlin, Cindy Hiltz, and Helen Martin. Ladies, would you please stand so we can give you a round of applause? I know that one of them at least could not be here. We also need to thank our senior class sponsors, Jennifer Nardelli and Jessica Van Veenhuizen. Would you ladies please stand? Your tireless efforts over the last year and the last 4 years helped guide this class of 2025, to this pinnacle point today. This class has had an outstanding year. Academically, we excelled across the board. In front of me today, 290 of the 392 graduates will be doing so with honors, as signified by the gold stole they're wearing. That's an amazing 75%. Great job, students. In addition to that, 99 of those students, or 25% roughly, will graduate with a GPA above a 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. If you're one of these students, please stand. Well done. Thank you. Many of our students will continue their studies after graduation, but not always in college. That's why it's important for me to note that not only did we have outstanding students in the core academic areas this year, we are offering over 800 industry certifications in areas like Microsoft, workplace readiness, leadership skills, and AutoCAD, just to name a few. Our students are prepared for whatever comes next. Academically, our students did shine, but we had incredible success outside of the classrooms as well. In the other 3 A's, arts, activities, and athletics. We had regional championships in golf, wrestling, and esports, believe it or not, and second place awards in girls tennis, boys soccer, and girls lacrosse, and boys lacrosse, baseball, and also, just this week, a second place in the state for our girls tennis team. Congratulations, girls. We added 2 team state titles to our tally for a total of 63 so far at Cox High School. Pretty amazing. Congratulations to Coach Head of the wrestling team for their back-to-back state championship wins, and to Coach Duggan and his esports team for bringing home the state championship. Pretty crazy. In the mix of all of this, we tallied 3 individual state champions, Carl Ludwig, Rudy Wagner in wrestling, and just recently, Danielle Maynor left the pack behind in her dust as she captured the state title in the mile. Great job. I wish I could pull out my phone and find out how the baseball team did, but they're still tied in overtime, extra innings right now in the state championship, 1-1. So maybe we'll have an update later today on that. We do have 8 seniors on the baseball team that unfortunately aren't with us because they wanted to bring home the trophy. The list of activities students were involved in this year is lengthy and amazing. The yearbook, online magazine, and newspaper are once again in position for awards. Our Falcon Stage Company brought home a regional title and was one of only 4 schools to compete at the state competition. Our music departments, made up of the band, orchestra, and chorus, brought home the Blue Ribbon Distinction by earning straight superior ratings in all 3 programs. This is only the second time in 8 years this has occurred. Great job, music programs. We also have 5 Virginia Teachers for Tomorrow students who've been awarded teacher contracts with VBCPS once they complete their college career. Congratulations to these students, and we look forward to you returning to the school division in 4 years to help us out in the classrooms. Prior to today's ceremony, the faculty selected 6 students to receive a medallion to wear during graduation. Medallion recipients, please stand. Each of these students was recognized individually for their outstanding leadership, commitment to academics, and their extensive community service over the past 4 years. Congratulations to Asia Tu Ba, Cole Ludford, Sophia Fisher, Ray Watkins, Irma Gray Bailey, and Max Palmerton. Great job. And now back to why we're here, the class of 2025. I'm sure by now you've had a lot of advice from all kinds of family and friends on what you should do after graduation. But regardless of your path, the military, trade school, or even entering the workforce, I would like to share with you 4 pieces of advice that I've heard in my life travels that has always resonated with me. The first is, find what makes you come alive, and then chase it with everything you have. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Most of us still don't. But start by paying attention to what excites you and makes time fly by, and what gives you a sense of purpose. That's where your future starts. Second, you're going to fail, and sometimes you will fail a lot, and that's okay, and it's actually a good thing. Whether it's a test, a job, a dream that doesn't come true, failure at work, it will happen. Learn from it, laugh at it, let it go. Help it to grow you. The most successful people you admired failed. A lot, in fact, before they figured it all out. Third, don't live somebody else's life. Write your own story. Parents, teachers, friends, they all want the best for you, but only you can decide what that means. Take their advice, but trust your own voice too. You get one shot at being you. Make it count. And lastly, do the little things well. Make your bed in the morning. Show up on time. Say thank you. Look people in the eye when you're speaking to them. The small things seem minor, but they build habits and character and open doors. Character is built in the small, quiet moments. In closing, class of 2025, I say to you, be thankful for living in a country that provides us with so many freedoms. Stay hungry, stay foolish, stay positive even when faced with adversity. Be resilient, but most importantly, always stay a Falcon. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome my assistant principal who oversees seniors, Mrs. Carrie Pierce, to the podium.
It is now my pleasure to introduce two individuals who have the honor of addressing all those assembled today. These seniors have earned this honor by having the highest grade point average of the entire class. Please rise when I call your name while Dr. Kelly positions your medal. Alexandra Jen Salutatorian. Philip Chang, Valedictorian. Congratulations.
Now, please welcome our salutatorian, Alexander Jan, who will deliver the salutatory address. Alexander will study aerospace engineering at the University of Virginia in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, proud parents, friends, and most importantly, accomplished graduates of the class of 2025. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this monumental time in our lives. I cannot believe we are finally here. Everyone just stop and look around. Look to the person to your right, to the person to your left. Smile at them. Appreciate it. We are only going to be here in this exact building, in this exact seat, wearing these exact gowns one time. I know as we continue with our next steps, we are all eager about our next big thing. Whether that be college, the military, starting our careers, or just a much-needed break, we will all quickly be moving forward. Although as you celebrate the major accomplishments we leave behind, it is important to appreciate the little things as we move forward. I once learned from a TED Talk that if you take an irritated traveler, fixated on what's next in life, to see the 7 wonders of the world, they will somehow find a way to complain about the food. This made me reflect on one unassuming school morning. I had brewed my daily cup of coffee and picked my perfect school outfit. I then made my way to my car for school, promptly on time, but was made late by my twin sister Sophie, still running around chaotically inside the house. 10 minutes later, we were finally on our way. But worried I wouldn't finish my coffee in time, I drank it as fast as I could. What I didn't know was at that exact same moment, Sophie thought it would be a good idea to accelerate the car as fast as humanly possible. Coffee everywhere, all over my perfect school outfit. The rest of the day, anger and bitterness consumed me as I made my way from my first block research class to environmental science, plotting on how to find revenge on my twin sister. But as the day progressed, and not very pleasantly, I eventually decided maybe I was being a little dramatic. Now, what I didn't tell you is that was my last research class I would have. I later realized I spent the entire time being angry and didn't even acknowledge the fact that it was our last class. I was too consumed by the anger of a few coffee stains to enjoy the moments being made right in front of me. I became the irritated traveler. Now, that same TED Talk contrasted the irritated traveler with another, the appreciative traveler, stating if you take an appreciative traveler to the common places in life, they will appreciate every unassuming moment, every little detail, even down to the last hour of their research class their senior year. This is one of many examples in my life that have made me realize I should enjoy every seemingly annoying, unassuming, small moment in life. Even if the moment is a random 5 minutes on a summer day, a memorable Thanksgiving dinner, or car rides to school every morning with your twin sister whom you're starting to realize you'll miss. Don't get swept up by minor annoyances. Just enjoy the simple fact that those moments are fleeting and therefore meant to be savored. Class of 2025, as we each go forth on our own separate journeys, traveling to destinations unknown, remember to be the appreciative traveler, even if you are still secretly holding that grudge against your twin sister. Thank you.
I'd now like to welcome our valedictorian, Philip Chen, who will deliver the valedictorian address. Philip will attend the University of Virginia in the fall and study chemical engineering, like my dad.
Hello, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Before I start, I'd just like to say that I generally get my father to proofread all my important essays and speeches before I give them. He's a huge nerd. But he said he didn't want to hear this one till now, so if you don't like it, just blame him. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Philip Chang, and it's an honor to be speaking in front of all of you tonight. I'd like to give a quick thank you to some of the people who have helped me get where I am today. Mom and Dad, Matthew and Emily, all of my friends sitting out there in the crowd, whether I've known you for 12 weeks or 12 years, and my grandparents, one of whom I'd actually like to talk about now. I always tear up when I give this story, so if you're gonna have to bear with me for a second, but earlier this year, my grandmother, who I call my nanai, that's the Chinese word for grandmother on your father's side, suffered from a stroke. I remember going over to my grandparents' house the night after she got out of the hospital and realizing she would never be the same. See, for my whole life, my nanai had been the sweet, bubbly beacon of light. I've got this terrible impression I do of her, but I'll spare you guys for now. But apparently the stroke had affected the part of her brain that processes speech. And when I talked to her, she was just completely different. She had lost that shine. And I remember as my family was eating dinner, and I was kind of processing the fact that I might never really get my nanai back, I wrote down a quote in my notes app. You never realize how sweet someone's laughter is until they've lost it. You know, whenever people had told me those, you'll miss these days when they're gone quotes, it was always kind of in one ear and out the other. But sitting in the car ride home, bawling my eyes out to my sister, I realized that they were all right. I was thinking back to all those afternoons that we went over to my grandparents for dinner, and even in those times where maybe I complained that I didn't want to go, then more than ever would I have given everything to go back, to talk to my Nana how she was one last time. Really, what I'm trying to tell you all is to find the little things that are important to you and to never take them for granted, like I did. Nowadays, it's so easy to forget what it's all about, to be so wrapped up in how many people like us or how we look that we forget to live in the moment. I've certainly been a doubter of myself more times than I'd care to admit. But looking around at all your faces, I see 371 people with 371 laughs that I realize I'll be missing soon. And that makes me realize something. This right here is what it's all about. Today is not just a celebration of a diploma or a fancy career plan, but of the journey each and every one of us took to get here. Beyond fixating on what clothes we wore or if our faces were clear, I think some of the best times for many of us in high school came from simple things. Things like laughing with your friends in the back of science class or an iconic lunch table from sophomore year. For example, something I think I'll always hold dear to my heart from Cox is sitting in the back of Mr. Shumate's room with all my friends. Whether I was trying to pass time during lunch or, admittedly, skipping class when there was a sub, just goofing around with everyone on the saucer chairs with all the dark LED lights was some of my favorite moments. But what are some of your favorite memories? Even though we'll be leaving these experiences behind for now, these 4 years will always be a part of who we are. Now, I have one final ask of all of you. Teachers, parents, friends, whatever you do when you leave here today, I want you to start thinking of all the things that make you smile. This could be the company of everyone you're at dinner with tonight, perhaps all the grad parties you'll be attending later, or maybe it's just as simple as the laughter from a grandmother that you love dearly. Whatever comes to mind, hold on to these things tightly. Even though they may be gone one day, we can cherish them while they last. Because it's not always the memories we plan that shape us, it's the ones we almost didn't realize we were making. Thank you.
At this time, we will present the diplomas to our graduating seniors. If our assistant principals and faculty reading the names of graduates will come forward, and the first row of seniors on my left will rise to begin, we will first present the diplomas to the guests on the stage.
Philip Scott Chang, valedictorian with honors. Alexandra Patrice Jen, salutatorian with honors. Sophie Nicole Schubert with honors. Today, 8 of our honor graduates couldn't be here because they were representing Cox at the baseball state championship. Unfortunately, they did not bring home the title, but we would like to recognize them at this point. Christian Thomas Dewey with honors. Blake Alexander Hazelius with honors. James Kenneth Godfrey with honors. Benjamin Lucas Koblock with honors. Garrett Cole Ludford with honors. Brendan Charles White with honors. Nolan Andrew Williford with honors. And Connor James Worth with honors. Ali Aga with honors. Mungwa. Brian Stephen Mungwa Aguilar with honors. Eliana Nicole Alcantara. Ariana Maylee Allen with honors. Ava Grace Altamira with honors. Evan Kyle Altman with honors. River Tyler Aman with honors. Chase Linwood Amos with honors. Elijah Manuel Anderson. Liam Patrick Anderson with honors. Ava Catherine Archibald with honors. Paula Asensi Barado with honors. Abigail Rose Ashcraft with honors. Andrew Michael Bond with honors. Asiatu Maya Ba with honors. Irma Gray Roundtree Bailey with honors. Malachi Anthony Barker with honors. Landon William Berry. Curtis Maxwell Bartholomew IV with honors. Hudson Terry Bartley with honors. Vance Theodore Bartley IV, with honors. Owen Joshua Bates, with honors. Carter Randolph Baum, with honors. Nyreek Amir Baxter. Andrew Winston Bayating Vallejo. Gabriel Anthony Bayating Vallejo. Maurice Bell. Isaiah Christopher Belton. Leonie Benzaquin, with honors. Cooper Danielle Barrios, with honors. Brogan Daniel Berryman. Yasmin Naima Bober, with honors. Marcos Gabriel Bodali, with honors. Zamaria Jalik Booth. Elodie Yundre Catherine Boulet, with honors. Avery Elizabeth Bowen, with honors. Darrell Elmer Bowser Day. Darius Joseph Boyd, with honors. William Christensen Braithwaite, with honors. Juliet Gades Brand, with honors. Keaton Wade Braxton. Grayson Michael Brazukas, with honors. Corbin Masters Brevard. Evan Andrew Brewelhide, with honors. Gavin Sean Brewelhide, with honors. Madeline Grace Bush, with honors. Samuel Edward Bukovich, with honors. William Emery Butt, with honors. Grayson Gerald Cahill, with honors. Sophia Hannah Kale. Jaden Clayton Blake Campanaro. Max Joseph Carnell, with honors. Ethan Riley Casey. Nicholas Kurt Charles. Mathieu Guillaume Chavan, with honors. Tiffany Chen, with honors. Matthew Elliott Cherry, with honors. Giancarlo Kiao Avalos. Mia Dayan Iris Sistola. Hudson Stone Cleveland, with honors. Candace Simone Coburn, with honors. Abigail Elizabeth Coleman. Clara Ann Coleman, with honors. Michael Timothy Collins, with honors. Alexa Camilla Colon. Emily Jillian Cotter, with honors. Miku Sakura Cowell, with honors. Alyssa Ann Crisanti, with honors. Thomas James Crosley, with honors. Presley Jill Crutchfield, with honors. Gabrielle Alexander Cruz Lanez. Caden Cassius Cuencas. Kennedy Monique Culp with honors. Matthew Asher Deschiel with honors. Victor Luc Marie David Durdege with honors. Nevaeh Deborah Lee Davies with honors. Alexander Joseph Davis with honors. Caleb Christopher Davis. Apolline Noélie Gabrielle Deschenay with honors. Luann Carrie Denizo with honors. Shelby Raymond Dennis with honors. Mackenzie Rose Durr with honors. Antoine Francois Devillez with honors. Christian Marcus Devlin with honors. Anahi de Jesus Dionisio with honors. Devin Rome Dodd with honors. Reni Pavlova Doleva with honors. Zariana Amari Dorfman with honors. Aiden John Doherty with honors. Seth Angel Duville with honors. Louise Camille Marie Dubois with honors. Wesley Hamilton Dubois with honors. Aiden Hollis Dunlap with honors. Alexander Sean Dunn with honors. Brady William Dunn with honors. Dominic Jaden Duplessis with honors. Henry Eric Ermintrout with honors. Amari Javon Ellis. Ainsley Cassidy Ernie. Seth Michael Estabrook. Carly Isabel Faulkner with honors. Marley J. Ferguson with honors. Lacey Marie Fickling. Olivia Rose Fisher. Sophia Lynn Fisher with honors. Liam Keegan Flannery with honors. Christian Anderson Fletcher. Ryan Dean Flowers with honors. Olivia Randall Fortier with honors. Olivia Foster with honors. Luca Javier Gandolfo with honors. Cameron Janine Garton with honors. Mateo Laurent Marvin Gaston. Donovan Scott Glenn Michael Gavette with honors. Sophie Ella Jen with honors. Hayden James German with honors. Caleb Zachary Gibson with honors. Peyton Reese Gibson with honors. Sky Corinne Gillespie with honors. Noah Salvatore Gomez with honors. Sergio Giovanni Gomez Carrillo. Anthony Joseph Edward Goney. Zane Joaquin Graul with honors. Jonathan Alexander Gray. Seamus Aiden Grebel. Cash Thomas Griffey with honors. Braden Alexander Grisham with honors. Scarlett Lily Guzman with honors. Eitan Zechariah Haas with honors. Zachary Jameson Hamilton with honors. Lauren McKenna Hammond with honors. Easton Christopher Hamrick with honors. Aiden Paul Hansen. Gage Cullen Hardesty with honors. Kathleen Ann Harkin with honors. Brooke Alessandra Sophia Harris with honors. Sydney Ann Harwood with honors. Morgan Ann Hauser with honors. Harry Elijah Hayes with honors. Kelsey Elizabeth Haynes with honors. Caden Tanner Hedrick with honors. Erica Isabella Hefner with honors. Braylon Douglas Henderson with honors. Hunter Bryn Fisher with honors. Haley Rebecca Henderson. Michael Benjamin Henderson. Meredith Grace Hill with honors. Savannah Renee Heinman with honors. Malik Xavier Shepard Hines. Eve Alaya Hensley Rack with honors. Braden Jeffrey Hodgson with honors. Samay Easterling Hoffmeyer with honors. Mason Lee Holland with honors. Trip Matthew Horner. Lewis Howell Collier III with honors. Jacob Daniel Hudson. Brooklyn Nicole Hayden with honors.
Is that you?
It got a little wonky. Blaze Kafo Segrist with honors. Gabia Shilkunayata with honors. Noah Jacob Simons. Adeline Rose Simpson with honors. Kair Daniel Smith. Jason Lee Spady. Ian Henry Specchio. Brady Patrick Spicer with honors. Stellan Thomas Stafford with honors. Betty Ann Stevenson with honors. Wade Stokes. Jenna Kate Stone with honors. Emma Maria Savediev with honors. Gwendolyn Tang with honors. Terrence Terrell Tankard. Lexi Faye Tarkenton with honors. Hunter Arthur Thatch with honors. Edward Joseph Thibodeau with honors. Ryan Jeffrey Thomas with honors. Heaven Aaliyah Thompson with honors. Sophia Amory Thurman with honors. Damian Isaac Torres. Tiernan James Travelstead with honors. Mindat 2 with honors. Hayden Daniel Uren. Alexander Michael Utero with honors. Sarah Elizabeth Van Houten with honors. El Momoka Van Overberg with honors. Michael Kenneth Vastano with honors. Henry Kenichi Velasco with honors. Shania Cree Verkamen with honors. Maywin Edmund Christoph Leroy. Jacob Samuel Lebo with honors. Matthew Tin Lee with honors. Knox Isaac Leon with honors. Ryder Sebastian Lewis. Grace Mary Ellen Lindauer with honors. Catherine Nicole Linderman with honors. Robbie James Lotan with honors. Hudson Crosby Lyon with honors. Braden Walker Lyons with honors. Sophia Macri with honors. Joseph Tyler Molesky with honors. Maya Layla Malloy with honors. Maddie Lynn Gale Maloney with honors. Addison Ann Mangum with honors. Emmanuel Fernando Marin with honors. Kylie Jade Marsh with honors. Logan Addison Marsh with honors. Jose Gael Martinez with honors. Rachel Martinez Peralta. Deshaun Antoine McBride with honors. Deshelle Lee McBride with honors. Nasir Devon McCarter. Delaney Faye McConnell with honors. Ella Grace McGurgan with honors. Callie Marie McElravy with honors. Braden Smith McKenzie with honors. Braden William McQueen with honors. Ethan Paul Marullo with honors. Ethan Bowen Meyer with honors. Casey Lyndon Myers Jr. with honors. Nova Eileen Milliman. Micaiah Buergo Milton with honors. Colin Bryce Moffitt. Maddox Dillard Moots with honors. Chandon Lee Mines. James Brody Napier with honors. Juan Navarro. Samuel Alton Neese. Ophir Newman with honors. Simon Lee Wen. Arnie Noeski with honors. Tyler Dean Nowotny with honors. Niven Ninoi Kwokwe. Daniel Odon Ortiz. Isabella Evelyn Ortiz with honors. Dominic Michael Ostrowski with honors. Winter Lynn Owen. Estefano Pajaro with honors. Maxwell Douglas Palmerton with honors. Ryan Chihon Pan with honors. Isabel Pilar Pardo de Santillana Montaro with honors. Santiago Pardo de Santillana Montero. Joseph Yuhu Park. Addison Grace Parker with honors. Chase Alexandra Parker with honors. Perry Patel with honors. Gabriel Baraka Perez. Caleb Joel Perez. Marie Marguerite Perez with honors. Mia Victoria Perez. Patricia Elise Perry with honors. Olivia Gabrielle Peterson with honors. Logan Alexander Petty. Seth Ryan Pringle with honors. James Russell Prouty III with honors. Caroline Brittany Quick with honors. Samantha Marie Radford with honors. Brody Garabed Rapine with honors. Hamilton Douglas Ratz with honors. Griffin Rogers Reed with honors. Tynan Kane Thomas Reese. Matthew Ryan Reyna. Chase Robert Renshaw with honors. Anaya Tashay Reed. Oliver Matthew Ricci with honors. Ireland Delaney Rich with honors. Jakari Quali Ricketts. Ashton Lynn Ricks with honors. Aaliyah Rivera. Roger Bruce Roberts III. Sabraya Lene Robertson. Marguerite Marie Louise Roquette with honors. Carter Race Rodriguez with honors. Jasmine Fiona Rosario with honors. Noelani Isela Rosario with honors. Paul Arthur Francis Albert Roth with honors. Tristan Beal Roulet with honors. Kiara Louise Ruffins with honors. Janice Yvette Ruiz with honors. Caius Saddam. Catherine Salyer with honors. Penelope Helen Savino with honors. Mason Charles Schoenfish with honors. Savannah Rose Shupp with honors. Francis Otto Scortino with honors. Guillen Paul Segaras with honors. Rosabella Lane Sentif. Sunny Elise Sirio with honors. Ihan Seslakaya with honors. Parisa Satyesh with honors. Brandon Robert Seymour. Marley Elizabeth Shannon. Rhiannon Shaw with honors. Christian Kyle Sheldon. Jocelyn Renee Shreve. Ashaya Renee White. Jaden Nathaniel White. Kamora A. Marie White. Lee Nasia White with honors. Sean Thomas Whitmore with honors. Elizabeth Wild. Zequavia Nakwan Williams. Sawyer Casey Wilson with honors. Aiden Dragos Wilt with honors. Danielle Kaya Winner with honors. Kelly Grace Workman with honors. Dylan Carey Zell with honors. Brianna Danielle Simulton. Riley Jackson Jolin. Jonathan Edward Johansson. Elizabeth Paige Jensen with honors. Gabrielle K. Jeffrey. Rain Collins Jacobson with honors. Elena Theodora Istina with honors. Shayla Marie Isler Montgomery with honors. Savian Mason Hydorn with honors. Carter James Whalen with honors. Martin Drake Wells the fourth with honors. Alexandra Lilith Weber with honors. Tylen Brent Weber. Raymond Allen Watkins with honors. Connor Keith Warren with honors. Alessandra Lee Warren with honors. Zachary Michael Walton with honors. Veronica Hart Wallace with honors. Alicia Lorraine Waldron with honors. Jalen Tommy Vinson with honors. Aurora Ann Lavelle with honors. Brooke Elise Lauk with honors. Lola Reese Lamb. Devin William Lack. Stephen Lee Kazilla. Ephraim Robert Kuba. Anderson Jacob Kronagi with honors. Nicholas James Kamutzius. Ashlyn Ann Kopaski with honors. Christopher Stephen Koenig with honors. Maxwell Francisco Kirchhoff with honors. Gabriel Stephen Klinkhammer with honors. William Charles Kicker with honors. Christian James Keck with honors. Maya Grace Catherman with honors. Christopher Perry Katabian with honors. Wairimu Karuri with honors. Jackson Edward Jordan. Takaira Amani Jones. Irene Isabel Zerhuni with honors.
All right, that's always exciting. At this time, I ask that all candidates for graduation please rise. Dr. Robertson, as principal of Cox High School, I certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of the City of Virginia Beach. Graduates, it is my distinctive pleasure to conduct the switching of the tassels signifying your completion of graduation. Please do so at this time. Now, by the authority vested in me by the School Board of the City of Virginia Beach and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I declare that you have met all requirements to be a graduate of Frank W. Cox High School in the City of Virginia Beach. Congratulations, graduates.
We would ask at this time that the audience rise and remain standing at your seats as the stage guests and our graduates recess. At the conclusion of Recessional, you are dismissed and asked to meet the graduates outside of the Convention Center. Thank you for your kind cooperation, and again, congratulations.